Hello, sir.
Good afternoon,
Hi,
sir.
good afternoon. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
All well. So you look pretty refreshed after lockdown too.
Wow. Thank you.
So how long has it been since you started practicing at DLF?
It's been around 3.5 years now.
No, no, no. After lockdown ended or rather eased.
1 month, even less
अच्छा,
than that.
एक
3
महीना हो
weeks.
गया?
3 weeks, yeah.
Less than that. I mean, close to 1 month.
Okay. So, both of you, do you kind of regret that the lockdown happened at a time when both of you were playing really well? Hiteshi, you won in December in only your second pro start. Am I right?
Yeah.
And Janvi, you won in March on your home course. So, do you kind of feel that this second lockdown happened at a wrong time when probably, that kind of disturbed the rhythm two of you were in?
I think it's a big no for me because I could have been much more physically stronger right now than I was previously. So I used it
Hmm.
as a golden opportunity to make myself
Hmm.
much more stronger in all the aspects. So that's a good yes for me, and I'm pretty much happy कि ये अभी हुआ lockdown, so that could have prepared much
Acha.
more better.
I agree
What
with her
of
because playing back-to-back tournaments, you actually lose your fitness because during tournaments you can't actually build anything. You have to go through
hmm.
that conservative phase. So, see, the lockdown was inevitable. We can either crib about it or we could be happy about it. We chose to be happy about it and turned it into another opportunity to build more strength.
So were you, both of you, were you doing your fitness online, or you now have a schedule that you follow at home?
So we were doing it online with the help of our fitness instructor Anjali ma'am. She used to give us what all we should follow day to day, and we used to
Hmm.
do it and ask her advice about is it doing me right. So it was vice versa, दोनों तरह से था.
Acha, okay. So, ma'am, I'll come to you. Maybe you can take the front seat now. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, for a middle class family, and that too, two daughters playing golf, it's tough enough to raise and nurture one athlete. You have two, and pretty good ones at that. How tough has been your journey, considering that both girls have now been what playing for almost 10 years?
Yes, sir.
हाँ तो अपनी जर्नी के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए हाउ द हाइज एंड द लोज.
Okay. Sir, starting with, they started playing at the very young age.
हम्म.
Hitachi was around 6 years and Jahani was around 8 years.
हम्म.
Difference between both of them is around 1.5 years.
हम्म.
So they are full of bubble of energy. So in school that time there was no much work. Hardly
हम्म.
they can study 1 hour, 2 hour, 2.5 hour. That much is the more than sufficient.
हम्म.
So I wanted to put them in certain kind of outdoor activities. So in the beginning, they tried so many games like
हम्म.
swimming, badminton, running, uh, dance, so many things. Then
हम्म.
we started going to the Army Golf Club that is located in Dholapua.
हम्म.
Usually we go to weekends. So Hitashi, she was fond of playing with sand and rabbit. So in the beginning they started playing with the sand and rabbit. Then usually I used to some hit the balls and my husband also used to hit the some balls. Now
हाँ.
rest. Slowly they started interested in that game also. तो
हम्म.
सर
No,
शुरू शुरू में तो
golf
एक
is
दो महीने
something which takes time to grow on you. Maybe
यस
initially it appears to be a very slow game, but if you keep at it, then it has this, magnetic pull that kind of draws
प्रॉब्लम
you
विद दिस
to it.
गेम इट्स अ वेरी प्लेन गेम
Hmm.
तो शुरू में 6 months तो ऐसे ही चला गया तो फिर जब इन लोगों ने इंटरेस्ट दिखाया कि नहीं हम खेलेंगे, तो नाउ आई हैव टू टेक द फ्रंट सीट. तो मैंने डिसाइड किया कि मैं इनको 3 years तक डेली मैं इनको गोल्फ कोर्स लेकर जाऊंगी, एटलीस्ट फॉर 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, वट एवर आई कैन स्पेयर विद देम. इट वॉज माई ड्यूटी. स्कूल से ये लोग मॉर्निंग स्कूल होता था, 2:30 को आते थे. नाउ इट वॉज माई जॉब टू दे हैव टू बी इन द गोल्फ कोर्स बाय 3:30. तो 3:30 to 6:30 वी आर ऑन द गोल्फ कोर्स. फिर वहां से आते थे, फिर एक थोड़ा पढ़ाई करते थे, फिर उसके बाद सो जाते थे. फिर स्लोली स्लोली सर ऐसे चलता रहा 3 साल तक. देन दे स्टार्टेड शोइंग इंटरेस्ट. फिर अनित्या सर आर्मी गोल्फ क्लब में आते थे, संडे के दिन कोचिंग उनकी चलती थी. दे स्टार्टेड कोचिंग विद हर. फिर उसके बाद सर टूर्नामेंट्स खेलने शुरू कर गए. फिर फाइनेंशियल क्रंच भी होते थे, बट बहुत मुश्किल होता था सर. बीइंग फ्रॉम द सर्विसेज बैकग्राउंड, इट वाज रियली हार्ड टू माउथ सिचुएशन.
हाँ नहीं बिल्कुल, of course. No, credit to you that you've kind of stuck to it, and the girls have also repaid the parents' faith. Both of you, Hiteshi and Janvi, you are in college. Janvi, Hiteshi, you are in 12th, or you finished school?
Yeah, I'm in 12. No, I'm
You're
in
in
12.
12th. So, I mean, a key factor at this stage in life is that balancing academics and sport. So, and kind of maintaining a standard in both spheres takes some doing. So, talk about that, striking the balance and cutting out the distractions.
So I would say it's a delicate one, balancing studies and golf together. I would be lying if I say it was a smooth sail. The water is always testing us, and we have to prove our mettle too. So thanks to our school principal, Komal Sood ma'am, who was really supportive towards it, and to all the subject teachers who actually came out of their own comfort zones and offered us to take extra classes so that we could cover up the syllabus done in the school. So thanks to them, they are the one for my ascent.
Yeah, and trying to balance both of the things, you need to be very clear about your priorities. You can't be unsure of them. So if you have decided that you're going to play good and you're going to study good, then you really have to choose, all of your activities from the first hour of the day. So, you can't idle around. You can't spend hours thinking, what should I do today? Should I do this? Should I do that? No, everything has to be fixed and precise. And once you've decided to follow it, you have to follow it irrespective of anything. Like we say, there are two wolves within us. One is a good one is a bad one. So you need to keep defeating the bad one and keep feeding the good one. You need to keep working hard. You just cannot let a moment escape, because once you do that, it's just a downward spiral. You don't stop. So you have to know your priorities, and you have to work, and you keep choosing your priorities over everything.
So also means cutting down on distractions. Something that I remember after you won in DLF was that you cut your hair short so that you could save on that 1 hour trying to tie your hair. Any other stuff that kind of you've kept out of your lives? Social media would be one, I guess.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a story. I was around 7. So I was in Army Golf Course just after the tournament. So there's usually a party right after the tournament ends. So I was just standing there, and an uncle approached me, saw me, and we started to talk casually. And then he said, "Beta, listen to me. There's one important thing that everyone must accept. It's a bitter truth, but everyone should accept. With success, sacrifice comes in hand." And I was kind of curious to know what sacrifice he's talking about. I was 7 at that time. He said, like the soft drink you have in your hand, you need to leave it for now and forever. Till date, I've been 16 years old now. It's almost been 9 years I haven't touched soft drink. I have not gone to birthday parties, to any social gatherings till date, so that I could cut off those hours and put it in golf.
Right. What about you, Janvi?
Same, actually, we have, our family has this thing that whatever one does, all of them would do it collectively. So none of us have been having cold drinks. None of us have been going to parties. So, we all choose towards each other's priorities because, otherwise it just becomes one person suffering alone. But when family is together in one thing, it just makes everything so much more easier to do. And, together with all, so, even if you're alone, it's easy to lapse out of it. But with family, it's not possible. The moment you are about to fall, the family comes as a cushion and says, no, it's okay, fine. We're all in this together. We'll do this together. And that is really the most beautiful thing.
Ma'am, she listening?
Yeah.
Acha, you just spoke about, which is a very obvious thing, that a services background or a middle class background, having two children play golf, it's not easy. It's a huge financial strain. So how did you derive the strength to keep going? कभी आपको लगा नहीं कि छोड़ दो, बच्चों को पढ़ने दो, that will take care of their career?
नहीं, मुझे एक चीज तो बहुत क्लियर थी, पढ़ पढ़ के आप कितना पढ़ोगे, नहीं पढ़ सकते हो। तो मुझे लगा पढ़ना तो 1 घंटे में इनका हो जाएगा, तो मतलब चलो करते हैं कुछ न कुछ। आई वॉज वेरी होपफुल, वेरी पॉजिटिव पर्सन, मतलब कुछ न कुछ हो जाएगा, करते हैं, करते रहते हैं, कुछ न कुछ हो जाएगा। तो बस प्रैक्टिस करते रहे, एप्टा जाते रहे, प्रैक्टिस करते रहे। आप बिलीव कीजिए, मैं 1 साल तक सिर्फ हिट रेंज पे बच्चे जाते थे, प्रैक्टिस करते थे, पटिंग करते थे, बंकर में खेलते थे, घर आ जाते थे। मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि गोल्फ में कोर्स पे भी जाना होता है, हैंडीकैप कार्ड भी बनाना होता है, कुछ भी नहीं पता था। तो हमारा उस टाइम के 2012 में वामिला भगत मैम, जो कि वहाँ की लेडीज कैप्टन थी, वो ऐसे ही ग्रीन पर आई, बोलते सुनीता, बच्चों को मैंने कभी कोर्स पे नहीं देखा। मैंने बोला अच्छा, कोर्स पे भी जाना होता है? तो बोलती हाँ। तो बोलते इनका हैंडीकैप कार्ड बना है? मैंने बोला नहीं। तो बोलते अच्छा, इनको पहले कोर्स पे भेजो, फिर ऑफिस में जाना, वहां पे कार्ड होगा, उसको भर करके इनका हैंडीकैप कार्ड बनाना। तो फिर उनके कहने जैसा उन्होंने बोला, फिर मैंने वैसे ही किया, एक कोर्स पे जाने लगे, हैंडीकैप कार्ड बनाया, फिर खेला। फिर जब टूर्नामेंट खेलने का टाइम आया तो मुझे पता नहीं था कि टूर्नामेंट होता है, फिर टूर्नामेंट खेलना शुरू किया। हस्बैंड मेरे थे नहीं, ही वॉज पोस्टेड समवेयर इन द फील्ड एरिया। इट वॉज 2012। उस वक्त कनेक्टिविटी नहीं थी, कुछ नहीं थी, मेरी कल बख्शी हस्बैंड से मेरी बात भी नहीं हो पाती थी। तो गेस्ट रूम बुक करना या होटल बुक करना, टिकट बुक करवाना, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता था। आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे, मैंने जो पहले ट्रेवल किया था, पैसेंजर ट्रेन में ट्रेवल किया था। अगर मैं आज उस बात को याद करती हूँ तो कई बार हंसने को भी आता है। मैं 2 छोटी लड़कियों को लेकर के हस्बैंड को बिना बताए मैं जमशेदपुर जैसी जगह में टूर्नामेंट खेलने गई हूँ, पैसेंजर ट्रेन से। दैट टुक ऑलमोस्ट 2 days to reach there. फिर स्टार्टिंग में वही था कि हम लोग पैसेंजर ट्रेन में ही ट्रेवल किया, आप बिलीव नहीं करोगे। फिर धीरे धीरे आर्मी गोल्फ क्लब ने 3 टायर एसी का बोले, जो बच्चे आईजू के टूर्नामेंट्स खेल रहे हैं उनको हम 3 टायर टिकट का पैसा दे देंगे। तो एक थोड़ा सा बूस्ट मिला, एक थोड़ा सा होप मिली कि चलो कुछ तो मिलेगा। तो मतलब चलो चलते रहते हैं। तो फिर 1-2 साल तक हम लोगों ने पैसेंजर ट्रेन से खेले, फिर धीरे धीरे सेकंड एसी में ट्रेवल करना शुरू किया, फिर ऐसे धीरे धीरे चलता रहा। फिर कई बार ऐसा भी होता था कि फाइनेंशियल क्रंच होता था, सचमुच में पैसे नहीं होते थे। और 2 बच्चों को लेकर के जाना, एक टूर्नामेंट खिलाने में उस वक्त भी 2012, 2013 में भी 15 से 20 हजार रुपए लग जाते थे पर टूर्नामेंट लग जाते थे। ऊपर से कैडी की फीस एंड ऑल, सब कुछ ऑफिशियल फीस अलग होती है, बट जब कैडी को देना होता तो भी कई बार अलग से हो जाता था। हमारे पास एक मारुति 800 होती थी, तो हम लोग वहां भी टूर्नामेंट खेलने जाते थे। नोएडा गोल्फ क्लब जाए या गोल्डन ग्रीन जाए या आईटीसी जाए या जेपी ग्रीन जाए, सब जगह मतलब मैं तो उसको प्रभु देवा बोलती थी। और सब जगह मुझे पहुंचा देती थी।
Again, coming back to you, Hiteshi and Janvi, the fact that you saw your mother to ensure that both of you kept playing, did that kind of instill belief or made you push yourself harder, that you had to prove yourself on the golf course?
Yeah, I mean, you see your mother waking up so early, and she was always the first to wake up and the last to sleep, and always running around doing all the jobs and everything. So this thought was always there, subconsciously, that my mother is doing so much for me, sacrificing so much and running around so much, that I have to do something. I mean, of course, it was my dream to, excel in the sport, but, whenever there's this small wavering doubt that, am I really good at this? Should I discontinue or not? Because self-doubts are always there. But seeing my mom around like that, and her belief in me that, I know that you can succeed, and that's why I'm doing everything for you, that just reinstilled hope into me. And then, I was, again, my efforts renewed, and I was like, yes, I can do this. I will do this at all costs.
Just like she said, families rise together, fall together. So she was always there. She's always used to stand there with us during heat, rain, cold. She used to always tell us to the points which Anitya always tells us, so that we could keep on working on it. And she was always there by our side. So it was a great motivation.
I guess if you keep at something, other things tend to fall into place. It's just that, making up your mind and doing it day in and day out. Okay, now both of you have kind of tasted success very early in your pro careers, but when did both of you realize that you were ready to make the jump from the amateur to the professional ranks? You can take it one at a time.
So I would say during the lockdown was like in 24th November, we both turned professional. So it was obviously the lockdown period when we decided to turn from amateur to professional. It was not just like out of the blue. We have been practicing. We were being trained for turning to professional. And there's always a point in your time when you have to decide one thing, what career you want to choose. So we both chose that we want to turn as professional golfers and play. And during this lockdown, like I told you, we used it as a golden period. So we were trained to turn professional with the help of our coaches. And that was it was a planned professional turn. It wasn't just out of the blue we decided.
Yeah,
Yes, I mean, yeah. So during like she said, the lockdown period, we actually sat down and said, okay, fine, this is where our games are at, and what it would be the next level. That, what is our ultimate goal, and how do we reach there, and planning out everything. And then, obviously we consulted our coaches, Anitya Chand sir and Karan sir, and we corresponded with them, and we were like, okay, now this is what we feel about our games, and we think and we believe that I believe it is the time that we turn professional now, and because that is the only way ahead. Once we turn professional here, then we start playing good, then we go outside, our rankings get better. So that this was the very first step required to reach the final goal. So it was a very well thought out decision, and we believed in ourselves that yes, we're ready, and so we took the leap of faith.
Yeah, that is what it is, the leap of faith. So both of you, now you won on the WGI. So how is the for both of you?
So could you please come again?
Yeah.
The connectivity seems to be coming and going. I said, now that both of you have won on the WGI, how has the mindset changed going ahead?
There's no change, it's just you practice harder, because it's easier to reach a height, but it's far difficult to maintain the height. It's easier to fall down. It's much more easier to fall down. So it's like the law of diminishing return. Once you reach a point, you need to add in more and more to just even sustain that level. So the mindset has changed in the terms like, I have to work even harder. I need to put even more. Like, to win this, if I put 100%, then I got to put more. I have to get in more out of 100%, So maybe if I didn't do this thing before, now I'm going to do this. Now I'll have to, give it everything.
Just like she said, like when you play any sport, winning and losing is part of it. either you win or you lose. So definitely after I won, I feel like this is a part of journey. I don't need to stick with just by winning it. I need to go ahead. I need to just go ahead. If I put one month in training something really different, I have to put 2 months in it. I have to work much more harder towards it. It was just a motivation. It was giving us much more motivation to work more harder.
So how much of sibling rivalry is there at home? Both of you have won on the WGI. Do you push yourself? Do you fight like normal sisters, or how's the equation?
So it's like when we are normally practicing, we both help each other. Like, oh, you could have that shot much better or this shot much better. But when it comes to the competition, we both are strangers. Like in house, we both are sisters. Outside the house, we both are golfers. But in the tournament, we are strangers. That's how we work.
Like we just
Okay.
acknowledge each other as fellow players, instead of being family or sister. It's just another player.
Considering that both of you have now professional golfers, do you kind of miss leading a normal life? I mean, normal things that girls your age do, go out, socialize. Do you miss that, or it's now kind of you're okay with your current profile?
I think this is what life is. They say golf is the closest game to life. We socialize when we put power in it. We socialize when we talk to other people. We meet new people. We go at different places. What other life would I ask for?
I agree with her, and no one's life is the same. I can't have the same life as the others. Others can't have the same life as me. And when we chose this line of playing and this line of career, we knew what it would have. Because if it were easy, everyone would be doing it. No one said it's easy. So we have chosen this, and we know it is our priority. So I couldn't have been happier anywhere else. This is my happy place.
So, given that your father is mostly outside because of his postings, how do you normally communicate with him? I mean, like say when Janvi won at Classic, you won at DLF. How do you kind of relay the news to him? Of course, I mean, he would be making calls.
Yeah, so tournaments like these, the information is updated on the site and Instagram and all. It's much more better now. But earlier, when the things weren't so advanced, it was always he used to get the information with our photographs. So after
Okay.
the prize distribution, once the photograph has been clicked, then the photo would be sent to him, and then maybe hours later or maybe the next after the 2 days, we'll get a call and then he'd congratulate us because many times he's in places where there are connectivity issues. We're not able to talk. We go on months without having a talk. Even over the phone because such is the connection and such is the life. So he's always listened and known our stories through photographs and phone calls. So on some rare occasion, like when Hiteshi won, he was there. So it was a really proud moment. Like it's her first win, her second tournament, the youngest player, and our father was there to witness it. It was a really happy moment.
The fact that your younger sister won before you on the Pro Tour, did that kind of push you to kind of train harder and get equal?
Not to get equal, but yes, she showed me that it is possible. I don't need to be scared of anything or anyone, and I have the potential to if she has it because we're always together. So if she can do it, it just gave me hope, and it just showed me that yes, it's possible. I don't need to be scared of anyone or anything. There's no obstacle as such, and if she could do it, I can do it for sure. So it just motivated me more and more. Yeah, I didn't get jealous or anything. It just motivated me more.
Yeah, of course, of course. But Janvi, coming back to you, how, because I remember on the final day you were in contention. I think briefly when you finished your back nine at Jaipur, I think you were one shot off the lead, or you had a one shot lead, something like
No,
that.
I was one shot off the lead. So the
Off
gap
the
was
lead.
down to one shot.
Yeah. So and then we all know what happened. So how long does it take for you to get over the disappointment? Because I noticed you were quite emotional also. You're standing quietly in one corner and trying to, get over it. So normally, कितना time लगता है आपको to get over such situations?
A good night's sleep.
Oh, that's all it takes?
Yeah. Yeah, because after that you're stable now. So because when you're playing out there for 6 hours trying to put in everything, and there's so much at stake, and then everything comes crashing down, you're just suddenly so disoriented that you don't understand what's happening around you. But a good night's rest, really stabilizes you, and you're back, and then in the morning you're like, okay, I made that mistake. I need to reevaluate myself, my game, and then I'll have to practice harder. That's all. You have to move on because there's no other way. You have to learn and you have to improve. Like I can't sulk over it because if I do that, then I'm going to be losing precious days and hours of practice. And I can't afford that.
Yeah, okay. So you bounce back quickly because a lot of people do tend to, mull over it too much. So, yeah, no, that's a good thing to do. Again,
everyone has their own ways to cope up.
Yeah. So, both of you, what did you do with your first winner's check? Have you kind of saved it, or you spent it, or how did you use it?
So the first winner's check, I mean, this was just a happiness. I mean, I just framed that big check. We both framed our first check, and all the income is of mom and dad's responsibility. Ours only priority is to play golf. Others are moms and dad.
The financial section belongs to them. We just hand the check over to them and say like, Mama, Papa, this is yours. Do whatever you want.
मैम क्या किया उसका चेक का? अभी एफडी बना दिया?
अभी वो टूर्नामेंट में खर्च हो जाएंगे.
Right, great talking to you, the three of you, and all the very best. And hopefully things will get better, and we'll meet in person. Thank you for.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for taking time out, and all the best. See you, ma'am, sometime very soon.
Thank you, sir.
All the best. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.